anybody has the ability to now just unmute your mic, share something that was a good win for you, or share a question. If there's something you'd like to ask one of the coaches, any questions about real estate, you can ask us anytime via Facebook or Instagram. And also go to gualteramarillo.com every Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We get on, we talk about how to find off-market deals, how to negotiate deals, how to evaluate deals. Monday night is our hub for real estate investors looking to level up and sharpen the technical skills, even though the mindset stuff is where all the money is. We have within the Alchemist community, within Alchemist Nation, we've got some amazing investors all across the country, and it keeps growing. The more we grow, the more you bring people in, the more you share with others, the bigger this community comes. Like we were just talking about today, environment, the more effective it becomes, the more connections we have, and the more tools and resources we can provide to each other. So thank you for everybody who has brought people. I know at the summit, it was almost 40% of the room were people that were brought by our Alchemist mentorship students, by our graduates, by the people who are in our community already for the last year, brought people, which one was a sign. It was amazing to have everybody stand up. It was a sign that they got value and they wanted to share it with other people. And two, it was a sign that they cared about the person they brought enough to bring them into this world, to bring them into this space of positivity, space of taking action. Not everybody can handle it. And so it means that you were qualified on some level by your friend to say, you know what, I think they got what it takes. So let's give our community a round of applause. Alchemist Nation keeps growing and it gets better and better. What other questions or comments or statements or aha, something you learned from the lesson you want to share with the rest of the community, something that you took out that maybe one of the coaches didn't mention?
I really enjoy what Doug said about hang out with people whose normal is what you aspire to. That was key for me. So yeah, I definitely will take that tip and try to put it forward.
Excellent. Let's give Desiree a round of applause. And so, you know, we do this too, right? Every week, these wealth principles were not designed originally for other people. They were mine. These are my affirmations. These are my strategy for building my own success. And every week I tackle one at a time. You've heard that before when you have kids or when you're in a classroom situation, teaching is the best way to learn. You can learn it, do it, but the way to level up your education and knowledge and understanding is to teach it. That third level of education is we really start to gain understanding. And so I teach it and then I implement it in my business. We're doing the same thing this week. Me, Ron, Darina, Mike, all of the coaches, we're going forward and we're going to now level up our network. We're looking at the 5 people we want to attract into our lives so that we can keep growing, so we can keep paying it forward with you guys and gals. So it never gets old. And you want to be around your mentors, your coaches should be people who are still growing, who are still developing themselves, who are still reaching and stretching. And the reason I say that is I hate switching coaches. I really do. I hate having to go find somebody new. It's benefit. I will always do it. If somebody can't keep leveling up in front of me, I'll keep leveling up. But the best coaches I've had, the best mentors I had, have continued to grow themselves. They've continued to deliver new content. They've continued to help me at bigger and higher levels. And so I strongly suggest when you bring on a coach, when you bring on a mentor, make sure you're bringing somebody who's constantly leveling themselves up. So you don't have to change out too much. Go ahead, Mike.
So one thing I noticed is that Walter's always telling to give a round of applause for everybody else, but we should give Walter a round of applause because Walter's always leveling up. He's constantly, this year he paid $32,000 for a new coach so he can bring it back to us. So yeah, so round of applause for Walter Amarillo.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I really do. It means a lot to me to be able to serve. It means a lot to be able to get better at this. And the more I learn, the more each one of you earns. And that to me is the coolest return on investment. And I'll tell you what my coach told me when I brought him on. He said, if I can't make you 10 times what you've paid me, then I'm not the right coach for you. And he qualified me very well. He said, what does your back end look like? What does your business look like? What is your model? And just on the front end at the summit, we brought in $300,000. But that's just the front end of our business. It has nothing to do with where we really make our money. We make our money on the deals we'll do together, on the partnerships, on the investment deals. But within 3 months of hiring my coach, he was able to fine tune that event, tweak what I was going to say, tweak my lessons so they were more impactful, more effective, moving people forward. And he said, when I got to the sale, when I was offering the product, he said, man, you went through it so easily. So like no emotion around, no loss of integrity, no loss of like getting, like some people get uncomfortable around the sale. And I told him the reason I did is because you had built so much confidence around the program, around what I was doing, so that I felt like I knew what I was offering was the greatest, most amazing product, because I took a guy who had over 10,000 hours on stage with personal development programs, who'd been through hundreds and hundreds of hours of his own coaching, his own personal development. So when he gave me the approval on the program I was selling, and he said, this is the best I've ever seen somebody create, I had this unheard of, unreal level of confidence in what I was producing for other people. Does that make sense? Sometimes you just need to get that validation from somebody who knows what they're talking about. And that to me, all the lessons obviously got me there, but that was what made me so confident to do this event. That's what inspires me to do it again next year on a bigger scale, because everything's a beta test. Every year of your business is a test on how do you get to your real ultimate goal, how to build that business, that lifestyle, that dream world that you're looking to create in this world. Every year is just a test until you get there. Hands to camp, you know, you are crushing it in the beta test. Let's give this entire community a round of applause. I love each and every one of you. I'm so thankful for your success. As we continue to build millionaires, you are the greatest success story for each one of us. I'm looking forward to bringing more people on stage next year as millionaires. I'm looking forward to bringing more people on stage to share their stories at the 100 Millionaires Summit. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of your friends, more of the people you believe are capable of getting to the next level, even if they don't know how, but they have the desire and they're ready to aspire. Thank you, Frank McKinney, amazing book. They're ready to aspire with us. Well, then we'll take them there the rest of the way. But it's going to take you building yourself this year, building your relationships, building your connections, building the trust, building the likability between other people. If they know you, like you, and trust you, they will flow with you. But if they don't know you, that's the first stop. So we're going to be talking a lot about master of influence, how to get that social influence coming forward, because that is, by the way, the key to business right now is not necessarily what you should be, always improving your product, but it's not necessarily just having a great product anymore. People now have to know about it. And the only way to get people to know about it is to be on social media platforms, to be connecting with people and having real conversations where people know and understand your product and what you're serving. So we're going to be talking a lot about master of influence. We're going to be talking a lot about NLP, sales, negotiations over the next couple of months leading up to our next live event. Hands to the camera if you already know you're going to be at Masters of Influence in February. Oh, hell yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, cheers to your success. When you have a choice, always work with the best.
With the best.
Forth. So you've got some big homework this week. This one's super important, and I know you can do it. Trust me, those 5 are out there waiting for you. They're waiting for you. Have a good rest of your weekend, guys. See you on the next one.